Redbubble is an insanely popular print-on-demand platform for artists, and they just this week announced a major, super steep hike to their fee structure. This is a really big change, and it's pissing a lot of people off. Personally, I think Redbubble is quickly turning into a total scam, so let's talk about it. The appeal of print on demand is really straightforward. You can start selling your art online on products like offering merch without having to pay any of the upfront manufacturing costs. You can easily start selling things like prints, t-shirts, enamel pins, stickers. What the print on demand company does is they manufacture it for you, they ship it, they store it, they send it out to your customers, and all that you have to do is just make stuff. This is a really great option for a lot of artists. Like, it has a lot of potential because it really frees up time for you to make art. But in return for providing you with this service, the print-on-demand company takes a cut. And in the case of Redbubble, it is a really big cut. So the way that print-on-demand services like Redbubble work is that they tell you upfront their manufacturing costs, and then you add on a margin percentage on top of that, on top of their base costs, and that margin is your profit. And this really makes a lot of sense. Like, Redbubble is doing a lot of the legwork here, right? They deserve to be compensated for that, of course. They have employees and factories and like expenses and equipment and all of this stuff that they have to pay for. But the base cost for the products they offer is like kind of absurdly high when you take into account the quality of these products. This is not like bespoke, super fancy, super high quality stuff. They're really like going for kind of the bare minimum they can get away with here. And the base costs they're listing are like kind of ridiculous. So maybe I'm missing something here, but it doesn't seem like a cotton tote bag that's probably the same quality I could get for $5 at Trader Joe's costs them $17.32 to make. Or socks, $16.15. Or a basic lightweight like hoodie / sweatshirt, almost $40. And this gets even worse when you look at stuff like their framed prints. Keep in mind, you can't even pick the like kind of paper that your artwork is printed on here. This is going to be like a cheap print inside of like a cheap frame, the kind that you would get at IKEA probably. And Redbubble is claiming that their cost for this is over $90. In what world, bestie? Like, this math is not mathing for me. The recommended margin that you get, according to Redbubble, the default is 20%. And because Redbubble is a marketplace, it's kind of a race to the bottom here. If you want to be competitive, because the marketplace on Redbubble is so saturated, you really have to lower your costs. Like, you have to lower your product's price. There is like some kind of well agreed upon default price for sure, but if you wanted to remain competitive, you would lower your profit margin. That is the only part of this cost that you can control. Sorry, I need water. Oh my God. And all of this is like already pretty bad, but somehow it gets worse. Redbubble is already a terrible choice for a lot of artists, but their recent policy change makes them truly an abominable platform. This week, Redbubble announced that trying to convince you that it costs them $16 to make socks just isn't good enough for them anymore. Now they're trying to take money out of the artists that run their platform's pockets, just eat into their profits by an insane amount. On May 1st, they'll be implementing new account tiers and fees that come directly out of the monthly earnings from the artists that make their platform function. This is a flat fee that goes up depending on how much you're earning. And the worst part is that according to their own documentation, this fee ranges from 20 to 50% plus of your total earnings. 50%. That 20% they're recommending you, yeah, they're taking half of that now. It's 10%. What? In what world does this make sense? Please explain. Okay, so from the direct announcement page, if you make $9 from Redbubble, which is the recommended 20% margin you earn off of a $55 canvas print, okay, $9, they will now take an additional $3.95 with this new fee, effectively cutting your profits almost in half. And if you make between $20 to $24, because it's a sliding scale, they take $9.20. Of your $20 profit, they take $9.20. That is, again, almost half. I do not have to be a math major or a mathematician to know that, this is insane. This is ridiculous. But if you make more than $500 a month off of Redbubble, i.e. if you are one of their highest earning sellers on the platform, the maximum amount that you will pay with this new fee is $92. This means that the highest paid artists on Redbubble are totally fine. They're not that affected by this massive change. Only a fifth of their profits are being taken away from them, right? But the small sellers on Redbubble, the artists who are making $20, $15 a month, they're getting seriously screwed over. This massive change will have huge implications for them. My big question here was, why are these changes even happening? What is driving this change? And Redbubble does not have a very good answer. They have a very vague quote. I'll read it to you. They explain the new fee hike with this, that these fees will help us invest, and I quote, in improving the experience for artists and their customers, and manage the costs associated with operating the marketplace. There's no concrete information there. If their costs were going up, or if they were planning on innovating something, they should just say that. Instead, without any additional information here, this feels like empty corporate speak for fuck you, we want to make more money for our shareholders. This does not actually communicate literally anything to their community, which if I was an artist making money off of Redbubble, I would be seriously pissed off right now. This is genuinely a terrible new change. If Redbubble was facing increasing costs, or if they wanted to innovate on their platform and do something new, they could just say that to their community, and they could also not do it like this, not raise money like this, not make more profit like this. There are a variety of ways they could have done this, and they chose to do it this particular way, in the way that really strongly negatively affects the small artists on their platform that run the website. What this feels like is that they just don't like these smaller artists on their platform, and they're trying to basically either force them to leave or just punish them and take more of their already slim profit margins. They could have just increased their base costs or implemented a transaction fee onto the consumer instead of trying to take money away from the artists that make their platform work. This is genuinely a terrible business decision, and I cannot get over it. Because here's the thing, the artists that make Redbubble possible aren't being held captive. They can and should leave the platform, and I hope that they do. There are so many print-on-demand platforms out there, so many services that are way better than Redbubble, have better quality and lower prices. If they're going to make bad choices, there is no reason that you should stick around. And I genuinely hope this inspires a lot of artists to quit Redbubble and go elsewhere. Because like I said, there are just so many print-on-demand services out there, and some of them are even specifically geared toward fine artists, people that make creative stuff for a living and care about the quality and presentation of their work. Because really, the truth is this. Companies like Redbubble and Society6, for that matter, they don't really care about the quality of their products. They're trying to get the cheapest product blanks, the blank product that they can find that pass basic quality control measures, and then just print custom art onto that. This is not supposed to be a high quality bespoke experience. It's supposed to be an opportunity for artists to sell cheap merch that does not last for very long and it's not that high quality. And despite how artist-friendly companies like Redbubble seem, it's pretty obvious that they're not really like in it for your best interest. They're here to make money. They don't care about the quality, about the presentation, or about the success of your long-term career and your fulfillment as an artist. They're just really popular and well used and like well known because they have big marketing budgets, and that's it. They are not actually all that great tools for artists. An ideal print-on-demand service or a tool or whatever, in my opinion, would be like this. It would really focus on more high-quality products. They would pay attention to shipping and packaging customization options and have online shop design tools designed to help you present your work in the way that you want to, right? You would be able to customize the packaging, the presentation, and just the overall look of your profile. But companies like Redbubble and Society6 don't let you do that. You are locked into their marketplace. You can't even integrate it with your own website, and they own all of your customer data. That means that you can't launch email marketing campaigns. You can't follow through to see who are repeat customers. You have no way of getting in touch with that pool of customers. That means that your ability to build a loyal customer base is severely hindered because Redbubble they want to keep all of that consumer data. It's valuable to them and they don't care about you. And the worst part is that on top of all of this, Redbubble is charging you a premium for the privilege of being exploited. I just can't get over this. This is just so dumb. At the end of the day, having your own website is always going to be the best option. There are so many alternatives out there that will integrate with your own website, like the Print Space, which is what I use. They do that. I run my website on Squarespace and I own all of my customer emails. Like, I can send a customer an email if I want to. It is not a problem. I can see all of the analytics, where the traffic is coming from, and I have so much more control over the way that my work is presented. And this is not sponsored by Squarespace, but it is a much better alternative to whatever is going on in Redbubble, okay? Like, it's way better. I'm not being paid to say that. It's just like my opinion. I was really not planning on making this video. This was not on my content calendar, but I saw this news and I just got so mad that I could not stay quiet about it because this is just like supremely stupid in my opinion. I think Redbubble is like just ruining their reputation in the artist community. It was already like probably not that great, but this is just dropping a nuclear bomb on that shit. Like, why would you ever think about doing this? Oh my god. Anyway, I'm sorry. I will stop talking about this, but let me know what you think down below. Like, have you used Redbubble before? What are your thoughts on it? Do you want to switch? Like, what's your perspective? I am interested. I will link down my own prints if you want to check those out, and our Discord community down in the comments if you want to go talk about this even more with me. Yeah, that is all that I have for you. If you want to learn more about how to make money as an artist, watch one of the videos on the screen right now, and I will see you there. Bye, guys.